And there's enough
bad.
drama happening in South Africa. South Africa is a movie already.
Your country definitely is a
It's
movie.
a freaking movie there.
They need
Okay.
to do the Madanga commission movie.
Yeah, ooh, that would be
Maybe we should do an episode.
I mean, already
I'm
Cat as a
joking, I would-
character. Cat Madlala as a character, guys.
You know what?
We already have our super villain and our superhero.
Hero.
Hello.
Yeah.
We've got Mkwanazi. We know he is. We mean Lucky Ntlantla, not Julius Mkwanazi.
Yeah.
Lucky Ntlantla Mkwanazi is the actual steering, and Cat Madlala is the actual villain, you guys. But then there are other villains in that show up that become bigger villains than actual Cat.
That might actually be an interesting episode.
That would be an
But I
amazing
don't know, why
thing.
do I feel like at some point, like, Cat could be like, you give Cat like a main character, not like a villain.
What?
Why would he be a main character? There's nothing about him that's a main character. That guy almost.
Are you one of those girls on TikTok who are busy talking about, oh,
how
he's so
fine
hot?
he is?
Isn't he though?
Oh, Babalo!
I'm gonna
You
vomit.
are.
I'm
Babalo
actually gonna vomit
is-
right now.
Babalo is there.
Oh no.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Watch Party Pod. Hey, my name is Tando,
I'm Tibello.
and we're here to review our favorite TV shows and films, as well as, and hopefully, your favorite too. So today we are reviewing two South African shows that we've recently watched, that have recently been shown. So hopefully you guys are still, you either watched them or you're still kind of going to check them out. The first one is a movie called 180, which is streaming on Netflix at the moment. And the second one is Shut Up, Men Are Talking, which was recently streamed on YouTube, on Chris Q's YouTube channel. I don't think it's
For
up
one night.
anymore. It was a one night only,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, if you guys didn't catch that, please look out for it. Hopefully, you'll be able to catch it on other platforms if it's available. But we decided to catch the premiere as it came out.
Yeah.
So
For two proudly South African movies.
Yes,
Sorry, I was about to be like, I was about to be
Movies.
like two South African
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
We've got a proudly South African wine. So this is a Davidshof Finesse Chardonnay. Yeah, perfect pair as a local.
yeah. So yeah, let's cheers. Cheers to our show today. Clink clink. Cheers to our fave Pablo.
Clink,
Clink,
clink.
clink.
Clink clink.
It's Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah. It's got a bit of a jab.
Got a bit of a jab. That's the perfect way to put it.
Okay, cool. All right. We'll start off with Shut Up, Men Are Talking. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shut Up, Men Are Talking is a film, a feature film that is created by Chris Q. And it is set in rural KwaZulu-Natal. And it's quite star-studded. It's got quite a star-studded cast. Hey, Joanne Reyneke, who was in that show, that Netflix movie
With the Slay Queens.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
actually
that's
called
like-
Slay
the
Queens?
bags? The one who took the bags.
Yes.
She's been in a couple of things.
Yeah, she has. But anyway,
Doesn't matter.
Joanne Reyneke, we've got Wiseman Mngube, who is so well known for his role in The Wife, his roles in Shagai Lembe. So he's a very highly acclaimed actor. And then, of course, we have, we've got quite a lot of actors that are in the show. So What this feature film is about is it's about a woman who's recently lost her husband. Her husband passed away, and so she's raising her teenage daughter on her own there in rural KZN. It looks like in the whole show everybody's married. It's very rural, so they wash their clothes in the river. They go collect water from the river, etc. And so what happens is this woman has been a widow for about 2 years, and so her friends are kind of asking her if she's ever going to move on and all of that kind of stuff, and she's a little bit reluctant about that. But ultimately what happens is that Wiseman Mube's character comes, and he comes to her while they're all washing their clothes to hit on her, to sheller her. And
did you like his shellering style?
I loved it so much. Wow. I think it's so charming. Did you hate it? I think it's so
you know what?
charming when a Zulu man...
I can see its charm, but absolutely not. Oh,
please,
no.
I love it. Like when Zulu men, like the way that they hit on women is just so beautiful and poetic. Like they're just... You know, they're just like dancing around you, and they're saying all these beautiful things about you and how you're like this thing that has changed his life, and he's so...
Oh, I love Bomber.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of love bombing.
Remember you are in Lesotho. You went, hey, I said
That's what I know. That's what I'm used to. I'm not used to the good stuff.
I mean, I guess it's kind of you know, I guess it has its own...
Never will.
Hey, but and are dramatic like that.
It's very like...
See what I mean?
But you know what? It's so interesting. I just feel like it's kind of how... It just kind of shows like how men they're supposed to, you know, revere a woman in that way before kind of, you know, getting her, you know, and it's like this dance. It's almost like a dance between a woman and a man where, you know, he has to kind of, you know, continuously pursue her and be persistent in kind of... I mean, it could get a little dangerous, obviously, but we're not talking about the danger right now. We're just talking about the romance around it. So I kind of liked... I kind of liked it. I thought it was really sweet how that kind of happened, you know. But then what happens is that, you know, because rumors kind of spread quickly in small villages and small towns, right? Yeah. So there's a rumor that happens amongst the men to say this lady is now kikiking with men, which is also insane. And they're all like kind of pissed about it. I guess they were friends with her husband, but they're like annoyed that why is she kikiking with men, which she really didn't.
When traditionally she is supposed to be
mourning forever.
Her man forever, yeah.
As in must never be in any relationship until the day she dies.
Of a man.
So anyway, what is that? But ultimately, yeah, look, I wasn't a huge fan of how the story was told, to be quite real. I just felt like it lacked depth. So it wasn't a biggie for me, you know. I feel like it could have been a lot more meatier, yeah.
Character development.
It just felt, you know, yeah. So for me, it wasn't a big deal for me, to be quite honest. It was interesting to watch, but I feel like there's just been a lot more
what?
I feel like there's been a lot more movies and shows that have a meatier storyline. Yeah,
I think for me it reminded me of those olden days.
Yeah, 1980s. 1980s. Jericho. I'm joking.
But another thing though is that I wonder if that was the goal.
For it to
just
be...
try, because I think it's also showing us like a back in the day mindset that's still very much alive now though, but it's kind of taking us back to, I don't know. Also, when is it set? Like maybe it is set back in the day.
Yeah, because
Do
you
know what I
actually
mean?
don't have.
Maybe that was the
yeah.
goal. I don't know. I actually don't know much about. I think the marketing was great for the movie, but I don't know much about the director and the writer. So I'll definitely look into that. So I actually can't say if maybe this is his style, this was the goal, or actually was it. Yeah, for me as well. I felt like I was watching something from back in the day.
Yeah.
The storyline also just kind of pissed me off. Like, how are you gonna give this lady a crackhead of a husband?
Oh my God.
That was so.
So what happened?
It was almost comical. But
Yes, it was
but at the
almost
same
comical.
time, we're being serious. Do you know what I mean?
But guys, what if that's the reality of those people?
You know what? It is the reality.
Yeah.
Of
I think
those
it comes from
people.
something true.
And I guess we can't even say maybe it was exaggerated. Maybe it's not exaggerated.
I know, and I don't even think it's just in the Zulu culture.
Sotho culture as well.
Like, you know, there's moments whereby, like, if you're married into a certain family, if your husband dies,
Yeah.
they're like, there's this term, dihomu,
Dewelel.
Have to stay in the
'cause that
second
cause of
or
Where
whatever.
did I get Dewelel from?
I don't know.
Do you have any? Okay.
I was about to say Khutlela Sekeng, but I don't think they shoot Khutlela Sekeng or something. But I just okay, I don't know the right term, but I know it has to do with the cows. That like we've already given your family the cows. So now if you go and marry another person, like it's a loss for us. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna find a family member, and unfortunately most of the time it's some fucked up family member. Like the
Back in the day, wasn't it actually the father that you end up that you have to
it's
like if
usually-
the son passes away, the man's father. Joe, I don't want to be like that guy that I saw on TikTok last night who was talking about blankets and he was absolutely given the wrong information.
That's literally you right now. That's literally you right
It's usually
now.
the brother.
No, guys, I swear,
Is it
I
not
think
the brother?
back in historically in Lesotho, I think the father then became, or even he had to give you your first child. Like there was something.
So,
Hey,
okay, Linda, I can't say I'm right, but I feel like
No,
you're wrong.
Baba Zala.
I'm that man.
Babezala. No.
It will happen before.
I mean, you have to think about also like how it works on you psychologically is that first of all, you're living in this like rural village where this is the way things are done. This is the tradition. This is the culture of the place. It's kind of like this is kind of like the line everyone kind of follows through. And you are kind of conflicted because now it's like you have to experience this, but you fundamentally disagree with the principles and the values of that whole system. And so it must be really hard to be able to make that decision to say, it must take a lot out of you to make that decision to say, shoot, I actually can't do this. Because you can imagine she probably, I mean, you can see that she tried and she said, hell no. I mean, she even rejected that guy who was actually hitting on her. The guy she kind of liked.
I think those were some of the nuances of the show where it didn't really make sense to me in terms of character development. Because we see this like very strong. By the way, Joanne absolutely kills that role. I think she's so amazing.
Oh my God, she's so amazing.
But like you see this very strong character, but then she also then doesn't fight that. You know what I mean? So it's those things where it's like the storyline is not clicking for me because.
But I think Tanu kind of explained it in a way that, you know, since you live in this, this is all you know. You know, if it's tradition that if your husband dies, there's a possibility that you could be given away to the next person in the family, right? So you're like, hey, you know what, it is what it is, it's fine. But then this person that you're given to, he's an asshole. So you're like, you know what? Fuck it. Like maybe it was like that was a breaking point. That's when she had to fight. She had to reach a breaking point before she could.
And sometimes that happens. Sometimes some people have to get to a place where they're like, I actually cannot take this anymore.
Did she whip him before
or
or
after?
She whipped him after.
Yeah,
after what? After what?
When she hit, I think her breaking point, it was woo. And another thing that I think which is kind of true in a way. You know how sometimes in life bad things could happen to you as a human being and you can take them, but when bad things happen to someone that you love, like no way.
You're like never.
I think her breaking point it
was when he was abusing the child.
Yes, she was like, okay, you can do shit to me,
but not my kid.
Yeah.
No, you gotta go, man. So I think maybe that was her breaking point.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Actually, her daughter, I guess, is very quite clearly the most important thing to her, and that's when she's willing to pull out the guns now.
Literally.
Yeah.
But you also see, like, even like her friend who was married to that absolutely horrible, scary frigging man, who her denial, like about her, as like it's she's somebody who like. You can see she's not going to act against her husband and against things. It's almost like she's hoping that somehow life changes for her. Like she's not going to do the dirty work. But you find that she trusted that Joanne ultimately did the dirty work for her. Yeah. And she didn't do anything to change her situation. So she was lucky in that her situation was changed because there was somebody who decided to do the hard thing. Not only to change her situation, but to change the situation of her friend, and how she became this voice who was kind of rallying people.
Make sense to me again.
The
disconnect. There's a disconnect because like she's able to talk about her man in a specific way, and like I don't know. I did not get like the vibe that she would go fight for her man, for example, but she goes and like. Goes against her friend and is just like, why didn't you say you've always wanted my man? What?
Because it's that denial that you're in. It's the denial she's in. There are women who are like that. Yes, there are women who are like that. Where you're like,
are you hitting on me?
And they're like, you want my man.
You've always wanted my man.
You've always wanted my man, actually. As in, for them, it's like, it's harder because also it's that thing. You see that Stockholm thing we're talking about in Imperfect Women, where Mary would rather blame everybody outside of her than blame the person that she's in love with. It's that. It's like there's so much abuse that's happened to your mind.
But I can understand that with Mary.
No, but why can't you understand it with this lady?
Because of how the story is being told. Like, I don't see Mary's devotion in this show. With Mary, it makes sense because I can see with the extent Mary's going to go for her man. I didn't get that she was so like, my man, that she's going to go fight for this dude. Like, are you hearing what I'm saying? I feel like, yes, I understand what you're saying. Women can and do that to each other. But the storyline and what is initially depicted of their relationship doesn't give me, what?
Well, she would absolutely do that.
Yeah. So it goes back to the quality of the storyline actually for me.
Okay. I hear you.
I think you guys are compensating for what we're actually watching. Like you are filling in the gaps for the show.
No, I don't think I am. I think the story. So I don't think I'm filling in any gaps, to be quite honest, because that's what I got from it, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not assuming it's something that I genuinely saw from the show. I think what was lacking in the storyline was that it wasn't full enough for you to be able to kind of enjoy all of these perspectives. It was how do I say this? It was an extremely simple storyline.
That's what
it was a little too simple, and maybe we want more complexity because maybe we've also been watching a lot of complex things, plot twists, and here there's no plot twist. Like it's just like
there is no.
That's what's going on this show.
Yeah, I think you put it perfectly. The simplicity of the storyline did not fill in those gaps for me to understand why this lady would be so upset at her friend.
Okay.
And why
she would act that way.
Yes, and yes, like what I'm saying is, I do understand the rapey scene. I do understand how something like that can absolutely happen. But what I'm going back to is, I guess, the simplicity of the storyline, that I don't understand why in this scenario she wouldn't fight, but she's actually such a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, something that was like, is this the case? Like, as a woman, in the middle of the night, you hear somebody knocking on your door, you're gonna open.
You can't open.
You didn't
But
even
also,
No,
what's
but you're
it-
in
what's
a
it
safe.
like?
You're in a safe village,
And you know everybody in the
and you
village.
know
I
everyone.
hear you. Okay, fine. Maybe.
And you've kicked out the scary man who actually initially.
And also,
did the
that
bad
was the
thing to you.
chief's. That was the chief's rebuttal when she was saying, "Why did you?" She was basically putting it in her hands that like, okay, why did you
Why'd
actually
you
open the
open?
door
No, but honestly,
for that
I
man?
think, I think
You
that
want
would-
that man,
Yeah, basically that's what he was saying.
but literally no.
True, but at the same time, I think also I get that some of these things that are happening, you're trying to like relate them to you as a person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's in the middle of the night. Even if I think it's the safe first neighborhood, if I hear a knock on the door in the middle of the night, I'm gonna ask
Who is
are
that?
you?
Kind of what actually happened in that
She
particular
didn't
scene.
even ask.
Are you
Somebody
sure?
knocked and she just
Ah,
went.
but guys,
And
come
then
on.
she
opened
opened.
the
There are
door.
places in the world where like it's actually really the safe, that
And you
safe.
know what? And you know what? What's also crazy is this person knocked. She opened the door. There was no one because she just opened the door, but she didn't open the butler. There was no one.
Oh, so there was a level of protection.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
And then
closed
she opened the
door.
butler.
After closing the door and the person knocks again, I'll be like, nah. Like, didn't she even question who no, like below your type of situation?
Hey. Yeah.
You hear a knock and then you open the door and there's no one. I'm
Yeah.
scared. I'm like, oh, they're coming for me. The witches are
Yeah.
coming for me, and I'm not opening.
I'm a
this door
lawyer,
again.
lawyer.
I'm
I'm a lawyer.
like, I do not even understand why she opened the butler. But then again, you know, sometimes when bad things happen to you, it's when you're so relaxed. You're just like, it's whatever. And then you just, because I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, why would you open the butler? It's if you can't see anything already when you open the door. Why do you think when you open the butler, you see more? Because, like, what?
Yeah, those are the little details.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
guess
mean?
That
that's
are
yeah.
kinda
That
just
would
like,
need to
what?
be. So let's get into main character versus villain era. Should I do it?
Please, please.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about now I can't remember the characters' names also. Damn.
Just reference.
Wiseman's character, the guy who was hitting on the baby girl.
He's definitely a hero. Shem.
He's such a hero.
I love
bless.
he's like moment of standing up to his icky
his father.
Also, why did it seem like the most traditional men in the show were literally the worst of the worst,
the most horrible.
protecting each other?
But I think that
That
really
is
speaks to like
100%.
yeah, it speaks to like that those kind of male
Yeah.
relationships, those brotherhoods, you know, those men's conferences, if you will. Yeah. How they defend a mess. Yeah. So it also, you know, it actually is a very good kind of thing to introduce to say
Yes.
how much men will defend the nastiness of their brothers and friends, even if they know that their brother or friend is a nasty person.
Yeah, I think it touched
And
on
they'll
actually
never
so
call
many
them
important
out.
Topics. It
Yes.
touched on so many important topics. Yeah,
It really
and
did.
That was a
It really
big
did.
one.
It was huge. Also, just simple but very strong. Yeah.
The
Okay.
message behind it is very
It's
strong.
very strong. Yeah. Okay. The friend of
Who turned on her?
Yeah, the friend who was protecting the husband. The friend who was fighting for her husband. The one who got happy when she found out that husband died.
She won her dress. She's like,
She wore her dress and she was like
Aye. Really like that.
What is she? Is she a villain? She definitely doesn't have main character at all for
she
me.
doesn't.
And I say she's a villain because she actually didn't stand up for anything.
Yeah.
I mean, the other women in the village actually stood up more. Then she stayed in her house ironing that man's clothes, waiting for him, hoping that he died.
Yeah.
She didn't do a thing. She didn't do a thing. Shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I definitely
sorry.
agree.
Villain.
Yeah, she's definitely a villain. Again.
100%. The chief.
Oh, please. Sicko West.
Horror show. A horror story of a man. There we go. Horror show. Imagine being the chief of an entire village and he's the worst man in that place.
And again, that's how the cookie crumbles in real life.
It be like that.
Our own leaders.
Yeah.
It be the people that are supposed to protect.
They become scary. Yeah. Madlanga. Call the cops.
Guys.
Or not.
Or not.
Or not. Anyway, okay. The next movie we're reviewing is called 180. It is streaming on Netflix at the moment. It stars Prince Grootboom, he's the steering, and he's kind of a steering in he's never in the background, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
And I think like they've really just kind of positioned him to be like the hot guy.
Yeah, but Netflix is using the same.
Yes, they really are using.
How, guys? Come on, you can't tell me that there are no other actors.
No, there are. There are. But I will say this. I mean, I'm not mad at Prince. And I think, I'll say this. I think what they're doing with him is extremely strategic in the sense that they are casting him in like very well-known movies and shows where he is the lead actor. Also, he is a good-looking guy, so it's like he's also got that package of, so he's a hot guy, so he can be like the seducer guy. It's funny because he's always with older women in these shows, but not in this movie. Doesn't seem like it. But in this movie, I guess they're positioning him as like... Yeah, he's kind of like Denzel, fighting is a hero. Oh my God. It gave me... Actually, this movie gave me a John Q thing. Don't you think? When Denzel started as John Q and his son was in hospital from a heart thing and he had to hold everybody hostage in the hospital and he's like this guy who's fighting for his family and he doesn't, so I feel like it gave me that
but
thing.
like it gave me, yes, like those movies where something happens to your family or something,
and then you go
on a revenge thing. But usually the person is like an undercover badass.
Yes.
But this guy was
John Wick.
Yes.
Yeah.
For his dog.
Yeah.
But this guy was absolutely not that.
You don't think he was an undercover badass?
He was. How was he an undercover badass? When did you see him actually fighting?
What he did? What he fought?
Girl,
come on. He was fighting.
We actually watched it together.
Yeah, and he was fighting. That nigga was fighting. There was a point where I was like,
how
okay,
many chances do you get?
Why are you going back there?
To take your enemy out. How many chances do you get to take your enemy out?
Fine, but okay, fine. I understand what you mean. But he did fight.
No.
No, it doesn't mean he didn't fight. It just means he didn't kill anybody.
Barely.
He didn't kill people when he needed to kill them.
Nah.
Because Warren Masemula, guy. Warren, first of all, is impeccable as an actor.
Yeah.
Hello, all the time. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's hilarious, okay?
Yeah.
And he does like that hilarious, dangerous gangster thing so well. Like he's like the most dangerous, ruthless guy. But he's so funny. Like you're gonna laugh at his jokes.
Yeah.
So, Warren, what a star all the time, every day of his life.
The acting was really good. The actors were also amazing.
Were good. I mean, you have Desmond Dube, who acted like that corrupt cop. Oh my God. I don't think no one pissed me off more than that guy actually in that show. He pissed me off so much because he does that two-faced thing so well. Like he's just this harmless guy who's trying to like get justice. Gandhi, he's taking brown envelopes.
Yeah.
Oh Madlanga. Oh Madlanga, what a time. What a time to be alive in this South. Oh Lord. Look, I mean it was kind of, very actiony, and you kind of do get the story of like, a father who's fighting for his son. But that guy, he did piss me off. He did piss me off, yeah.
That's why I'm like, I'm so shocked
He was pissing me off. Like,
because he was not the undercover badass he was supposed to be.
and also to that point, I think he was also just like just unnecessarily angry and like violent and just like
Unnecessarily.
well, there
Okay,
was
but they did kill his son.
but
his brother.
Yes, but what I'm saying is before that. It's
As in when
he's
he got
this
into the
nature,
rage?
Yeah, he's got a nature of absolute
Oh,
rage
yeah, guys, don't
that
engage
creates
in,
unnecessary drama. As in the reason why he should have driven off.
Yeah,
He should have
definitely.
driven off. Like when the taxi said boom, he should have said
It's actually crazy because of the road rage stuff that we've actually also been seeing.
yeah.
Recently.
Yeah. Guys, don't engage.
Don't engage,
Don't
guys.
engage.
Don't engage.
Hey, and I'm like
And I'm also, I was actually gonna say, damn, I'm also so bad.
girl.
Yeah,
I think
so
after
bad.
this movie, after what I've been seeing going on, I will literally.
Oh no,
Take it
yeah.
out.
I will try. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm such a road justice kind of person.
Mm.
But Lesotho versus driving in Joburg is two different worlds. No, actually, Joburg is way better.
Oh,
What?
road rage. No,
Tando.
no. Maybe also because
No, people,
I
at
actually
least
have
people
driven
in Joburg,
more.
besides
I've
the
driven more in
taxis.
Joburg than I have in Lesotho.
Besides
So
the taxis, Sharp, the taxis are in their own world. But everybody else understands the rules, really, most of the time. Like
Wait, in Johannesburg.
four-way crossing, whatever. Like if the lights are the robot, which is common, if they're off, we know. You know what I mean? There's etiquette.
oh, I don't know.
Lesotho is. And here's the craziest thing. It will be a mama, like a grown mama. Because I always need to see.
Who did that?
What?
Who did that?
Who is what kind of
I need to
person?
put a face to this behavior.
What kind of?
And I will always find a sweet-looking mama
Doing the most.
refusing
You
to give
know
me
what? I just want to
way.
say this hilarious thing that I just saw now. I think it was on TikTok with Dineo Muluisane, who she was talking about. She was driving and she was talking. She was like kind of driving and she was vlogging while driving, and she was like trying to like asking for like hoping that there's a lady next to her who's gonna open for her, and she was just like, the women will never open for you. Like women are the worst on the road. She was like, but women are going through a lot because the time she's thinking about like her man is cheating on her. He started a new family. He's had 5 million kids outside her. She's like, no, we're actually going through a lot. So for her, she was like kind of justifying how women are actually the worst
That's the
on the
funniest
road.
thing ever.
So funny. I was
That is the
dying.
funniest
It was
thing
so
ever.
hilarious.
Okay,
But
sorry, back to
back to the
wow.
movie.
But
Wow, what a
reel it in.
What a segue.
Okay. I'm literally talking about Mama's Lesotho. Anyways, yeah. Where were we though?
It started with road rage, and
Road
we're
rage.
saying how this
Don't
guy,
engage in road
his
rage.
anger in a road rage incident actually is what got his son killed.
Yes.
So I felt like he's got this he's got this unmanaged rage about him in general, as in he goes too far all the time. Even when his son died, it was like he went to the top. And his brother was
where's that
his brother.
take to the
I mean. Also,
Where's that take
let's
to
say
the
this,
top, though?
okay? I mean, also, your wife is literally grieving like going through all of the
There was
funeral
no chemistry
things.
between the two though.
Yeah, there was no chemistry.
What?
Whatsoever. So
Did they even know
and
each
what's
other?
so funny about Prince is that he's always got like some fire chemistry with like the
No,
women
those
he
guys
stars
did not
in
even,
shows
They
with.
did not even know each other.
Yeah, it felt like they're just like, yeah, you're my wife
Is it
on the show.
in that acting, or is it like the way they wanted? You know how?
Oh, the
you have,
chemistry.
Chemistry between
Chemistry
the actors.
between them was on zero.
Zero. Like there's no chemistry. It's very cold.
think
But maybe that was also another thing to just show like how there's like this chasm between the two of them because of
What he-
where he's at. He's on revenge and vengeance. She's on, oh my God, we need to bury our son, and you know. But also she's pissed at him because she's like, you really did this. Like you created this.
This is
issue.
your fault.
What did you think about it?
I thought the acting was great. like everyone's acting. The storyline, not so great.
Okay.
Again, like go back to the undercover. I would have thought, okay, we're gonna see him.
badass things.
Yeah, and
Flipping in the air.
yeah, and then it's just like what?
Yeah.
Why
Karate,
didn't you
kick.
just when you had the chance? Why didn't you just shoot? Like there were so many chances.
Yeah, but also that's just like the story. It's like maybe he's not
but
the
guys,
kind of
the story,
person.
come
who's
on,
gonna
man.
shoot.
The
Maybe
story
he's
also
not
has
the
to
kind
be-
of person as a character who just can just shoot someone in the head like that. Maybe he's not that.
So why are you
cold-blooded.
here? So why are you here?
Tibelo.
Hey, Tibeloza.
To just shoot a person.
Unchecked rage
In this gown.
in this red thing.
If you killed my son,
pew pew, everybody gonna die.
but you know what? Okay, let's also be reasonable. It is actually kind of my fault because of the initial incident to begin with. The road rage. incident.
Rage.
So perhaps
check your rage.
there's like that you're dealing. I don't know, but it still
But you
doesn't
know
make
what?
sense to me.
Even like that scene where he pierces Warren in the thing, and Warren is kind of like, dying, and he says to him, he first says, that other guy is the one who actually killed your son.
Yeah.
What's his name? Carvas.
Oh,
Yes,
you actually remember
Carvas
his
was
name?
the guy. Yeah.
Carvas.
Yeah, because I thought of Kawash. Carvas. Africans. Yeah.
Oh, they named him after.
Yeah, after because he was the washer of the taxis. But so he said, Carvas killed your son, and then he said, you killed your son. And then he said, a dead man never lies, or something like that.
Yeah,
He did.
damn.
Killed-
Well, he really did.
mean,
that was one of the
it was
better
the
parts of
catalyst.
the movies as well.
Yes, it really was. Yeah. So yeah, it was. I mean, I think it was all right. I hear you in terms of like it could have been a little bit more, in terms of like the storyline and the plot, and his character could have been more of a badass. But maybe a badass Nayo is just not realistic, guys. Sometimes we're also conditioned.
badass.
Texas the what the Steven
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris both Steven Seagal, Van Damme. No. Yeah.
No, it just was weird to me that he had so many chances and he just kept not taking them. It was just like,
That kind of a person.
Because
though.
he's actually a human who's got
But
empathy
I think also, guys,
and
we
he's got
need to-
anger problems.
Guys, aren't you guys tired of the Hollywood style of like movie, whereby there has to be like this badass person all the time? But like realistically speaking, do we like live with those kind of people, like who are always like badass all the time?
You know what?
God.
You know what? And it still it goes back to a conversation about.
so what do we
having-
watch? We're just
having
watching a
absolute
regular
heroes.
just go on a revenge mission, but actually just sucks at it.
I mean, maybe we should just watch superhero
please.
movies. Kings of Joburg has that superhero unrealistic. Hey,
No, but that's extreme. Okay, that's
magic and
What do you want?
magic and
no.
what?
I'm just saying, like, come on, man. We're not just here watching you just be regular. Give us something. You can't bring us to the what's that place where you thingy cars, the scrapyard, and then you're still just here watching.
No, I think also
Your
what was-
person is here. You're ready. You're ready to take the, and then you still do it at the end of the day. So like,
But for me, I
come
feel
on,
like
guys. Sometimes
I
it was
feel
just
like
like
what
it
was
was
badass.
just, it's time wastage.
What was badass was he kept coming back, even after he almost got squished and became freaking mincemeat.
And then you
in
almost
that
got
car.
squished.
He went back and he came back after he realized, oh, you killing my brother and you try to kill my wife, and he went back. Mina, I think that's kind of heroic. Maybe it's not. He's pushing the car open like this with all the strength of God and jumping out of the thing.
Nah, but okay. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I am a Hollywood. Maybe
Maybe
I'm
you
trying to
like
find
Marvel.
Hollywood.
Yeah, maybe you're trying to find Marvel.
Yeah,
and
in
stuff,
places where I shouldn't be looking for it.
And there's enough
bad.
drama happening in South Africa. South Africa is a movie already.
Your country definitely is a
It's a
movie.
freaking movie there.
They need
Okay.
to do the Madanga commission movie.
Yeah, ooh, that would be
Maybe we should do an episode.
I mean, already
I'm
Cat as a
joking. I would-
character. Cat Madlala as a character, guys.
You know what I
We already have our super villain and our superhero.
Hero.
Hello.
Yeah.
We've got Mkwanazi. We know we mean Lucky Ntlantla, not Julius Mkwanazi.
Yeah.
Lucky Ntlantla Mkwanazi is the actual steering. And Cat Madlala is the actual villain, you guys. But then the other villains in that show up that become bigger villains than actual Cat.
That might actually be an interesting
But I-
episode.
That would be an
But I don't
amazing
know, why
thing.
do I feel like at some point like Cat could be like you give Cat like for a main character, not like a villain.
What?
Why would he be a main character? There's nothing about him that's a main character. That guy almost
Are you one of those girls on TikTok who are busy talking about, oh,
how
he's so
fine
hot?
he is.
Isn't he though?
Oh, Babalo,
I'm gonna
you
vomit.
are.
I'm
Babalo
actually gonna vomit
is-
right now.
Babalo is there
Oh, no. Yeah.
for that chat. Villain era. Don't enter your
You
villain
are in
era,
your
my
villain
darling.
era,
You're
girl.
in a villain era right now. Wow.
On TikTok, there was this girl that was literally crying. She said, "Guys, you know, I've been working on myself, and I'm now a birdie. And the moment I'm a birdie, like all this sugar daddy are being arrested. The fuck, like Madanga must
Time's
stop."
up, time's up. The Betty economy is down.
Oh, guys,
I'm
but
so
this stuff
sorry.
is so
I'm
bad.
so sorry, Betty.
All right, then give us a
Okay.
character.
Okay.
Wanna go?
I have Prince.
Oh. Damn. I'm having. I literally thought of the fact that he's
He's
really kind of unstoppable. Hey, do you know what I mean? Like he's got this unquenchable. But guys, he's human. No. He's a main character to me. There was a lot of things I was deciding, but he is a main character, unfortunately.
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
What are you gonna do when people color you and you are there with your child?
yeah.
No, yeah. Because also when I think about like my own like feelings of like kind of, and this is not me being proud of it. It's like things that have caused me to be like road ragey. It's like also it's just like yeah, if
Yeah.
and it's for smaller things where it's just like it's not necessarily like I've got a child in the car. But it's like, why are you trying to run me off the road? Are
Yes.
you nuts? Like,
Decency.
why aren't you
Self-awareness.
looking at the
Oh my
rules of
gosh.
the road? Why? So then I just get like, I don't have a weapon or anything, but like I do scream and yell. Okay. So imagine now when you are driving with your child, and then a
Yeah.
taxi goes gang. I think I would also just
Lose it.
Lost
I would
my
100%
mind.
lose it.
Yeah, I would have lost.
I
my
just
mind.
need to always make the right decision to never engage.
Yeah, that's just one of those. You just have to just
actually-
breathe.
Scream in your car.
You have to
Guys,
breathe.
genuinely, I actually, breathe, Wusa.
Breathe. Okay, cool.
Remember, I don't know the character names.
Okay.
The big guy who owns the gangster.
Oh yes. What's his name? Easy. The one who owns the taxis.
Yes, is it Easy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Easy does it.
Easy does it.
Whoa. He's hectic. Oh, that man is hectic. He's
Actually, I don't know why
violent.
I don't know why I'd bring
man.
up such an obvious one.
He's a super villain.
The wife.
Whose wife?
The wife of
Oh, his wife. She didn't do anything wrong.
She really didn't. She was there mourning her son, Bandla.
Yeah, she really didn't do
So-
anything wrong.
You know, I'm kind of concerned about this main character and villain. When we have somebody like that, it's just like you're just flowing. How do we place you?
Oh, I mean, I guess it's just Yeah, you're right. You know, it's very much like, are they giving the energy of a villain or the main character? And I mean,
That's why what?
If they're
we
not-
gotta have another board.
yeah, we have to have another board.
We should
saying
actually. We should
zero.
get like a
A triangle.
yeah, pyramid type of thing. Maybe one side is villain, one side is, and one is a
Oh,
floater.
3 sides. Coming soon, guys.
Yeah,
But
coming soon.
Ogwa Manje.
Let's work with what we have.
Yes.
Okay. Who else is there?
Warren's character.
Yeah.
Warren, but Warren also, he's always a villain, though, and he does it so well. He's a villain in everything.
Hannah, which is the
And
one
he
where
always
he's like
kills it.
like goes to those like sex parties. Hannah, what? Which one?
Yeah, that was that, and wasn't Prince also in that
He
show?
was also in that show.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yes, he
Fatal
was.
Seduction.
Is it
Yes.
Fatal Seduction?
Yes, it is.
It's Fatal Seduction.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Season.
yes,
three?
yeah, season 3.
Fatal
And 2.
Seduction.
No, it was season 2 because he actually died at the end of season 2.
Oh yes, season 2.
It was season 2.
He dies.
Yeah, in
Guys,
Fatal
are we
Seduction.
talking about the same shows?
Where he goes to the sex parties and there's
Seduction.
masks and they're
Yes,
whipping
yes,
him.
yes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
him.
that's him. He's a corrupt politician.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who had like a kid died.
Yeah, his
Then
daughter
they had,
died.
like,
Yeah.
A foundation named after the
Yeah.
kid, but then they're still embezzling shit like that.
Yeah, doing crazy stuff. He stays. Shane.
Let's move on to trivia.
Wanna.
What was the name of the random lady he ends up connecting with on the phone?
Oh, Grace. Grace.
That was random. Guys, that was
It
random.
was kind of random. But she became his saving grace at the end of the day.
But that's also
She
so
did.
corny.
No, it's not. I think
It
it's
is
actually quite
corny.
I think it's quite
Her name is
serendipitous.
Grace.
It's quite serendipitous to me.
Guys, I think maybe I'm a weirdo.
I think
And I
it
just
was
like
quite-
things that don't make sense.
I think it was serendipity.
Okay.
He needed something to show the light.
And just her name happens to be
Possibility.
Grace.
The grace of God shows up when you don't expect it.
And actually, that was the goal.
That was it.
But like, okay.
Develops. You know what?
What?
Sometimes, come on. Sometimes life is sweet. Sometimes life is sweet. Sometimes life can be very sweet, and things like that can happen. Yeah, not everything is gang 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 gang.
What was the color of the taxi Lerumo drove?
Anna Lerumo's who? Oh, it was red.
Well done. What is Zach's son's name?
Oh my God. Please wait. Oh. I don't know, Sandile. I don't know.
Mandla.
I was close.
You were. Okay, last one. Zach went back to get revenge, but what did he stop to do at his restaurant before heading to the
Making
scrapyard?
burgers and chips. I
Yeah.
mean, why would he do that? Oh, he was going to deliver. But also, he didn't have to make those burgers. He could have just driven in there with nothing. He could have driven in there with those boxes. Who ate the burgers is what I want to know. Like, who ate them? The guard.
What was that
The
about?
guard, yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I guess that's just no. But defend your show. Defend your show.
Excuse me. Is this
Defend your show. Evan,
because I said grace wasn't necessary?
the burgers also have to be there.
I don't know why
The
the burgers.
burgers also
I
gotta
found
be
the burgers
there.
unnecessary. I
Nah,
found that
if
unnecessary.
grace is necessary, the burgers have to be necessary
no way
somehow, somewhere.
Develop. That is.
We
no.
gotta eat before we do anything.
Who ate? Who had to eat there? No.
We didn't even see like burgers flying.
It was such a weird. That was such a weird thing because I felt like when he left
guys,
his
that
child's
was so
funeral,
random.
why did he go make burgers?
And it was like an up close shot of making the burgers. Like,
For nothing.
hey, but you know, Baba, maybe you can actually give us a little bit of
You know, Babalo chimes in
because
when she
like
feels
film
strong about
and
it.
stuff. Like, why did we have to watch him make burgers?
I don't know either. I thought something was gonna happen with that burger, like, but then no. Nothing.
Maybe they felt like they had to connect him somehow to the burger business, to like why he started the business, because we don't see his actual connection with his business at all.
Yeah, but why
hear
bring
he's
it
got a
now?
bus-
Why
and
bring
it
it
took
up
a while
now?
for me to realize that he owns a business
Yes.
of burgers.
Exactly.
That was such an afterthought, hey?
Yeah,
Exactly.
It felt like
It was an afterthought.
I think if we at least had context that like, oh, I'm passionate, this is my business, and my brother is also in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question.
Anywho.
Oh, we done with the
that was
questions.
it.
That was it. Okay. Well, that's it for our amazing, proudly South African shows.
So what would you rate both shows?
Oh. Why are we rating? We never rate. That's a trap. And I'm gonna avoid that trap.
You're gonna drink.
Check out those shows. Let us know what you thought of those shows, guys.
Yeah.
Want to hear from you? Send voice notes. DM us on Instagram.
I'd
watch
really
the full
actually love to
episode
hear
on
other
YouTube.
people's
We
opinions
really
about
do,
those
guys.
shows.
We want to hear from you. We love the. Oh, actually, so far we love the interactions as well. We love the feedback. It's so fun. We're glad that you guys are having as much fun as we are, because we're really having a very good time. Also, this is not really that serious, you guys.
Yeah.
So it's not that deep.
It's really not that deep,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. It's just really fun times. Okay.
Cheers.
So cheers.